Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Welcome to each of the witnesses. I'd like to start by asking each of the company representatives a simple question, which is, do you consider your companies to be neutral public fora? Ms. Beckert?
Thank you, Senator. The mission of our company is to connect people. We do not look at ideology or politics. We want people to be able to connect and share who they are.
So I'm just looking for a yes or no whether you consider yourself to be a neutral public forum.
We do not have any policies about political ideology that affect our platform.
Ms. Downs?
Yes, our goal is to design products for everyone, subject to our policies and the limitations they impose on the types of content that people may share on our products.
So you're saying you do consider YouTube to be a neutral public forum?
Correct. We enforce our policies in a politically neutral way. Certain things are prohibited by our community guidelines, which are spelled out and provided publicly to all of our users.
Mr. Monche?
Yes, sir.
Well, let me focus for a minute, Mr. Monche. As you know, there have been several videos that were released in recent weeks that I and a lot of other people find highly troubling. And so I want to give you an opportunity to respond to them. One individual, Abneoff Vadrevu, described as a former Twitter software engineer, was captured on video saying the following, quote, "One strategy is to shadow ban, so you have ultimate control. The idea of a shadow ban is that you ban someone, but they don't know they've been banned because they keep posting and no one sees their content. So they just think that no one is engaging with their content, when in reality, no one is seeing it." Is that a practice that occurs at Twitter?
No, sir, we do not shadow ban users.
Why would this individual described as a former Twitter software engineer say that?
Thank you for the opportunity to respond, Senator, about this. These folks were caught on video. They weren't speaking on behalf of the company. They were speaking in their personal capacity. We do not shadow ban folks. What we do is if an account is spammy, meaning engaging in malicious automation, we will hide, make it harder for them to be found on our platform. If I could continue, sir. That was one of the reasons why the efforts that we saw with the Russian misinformation didn't hit as big a mark as they were hoping for. We were able to stop that in real time.
Another individual named Mo Narai, Twitter content review agent, was quoted on video as saying, "On stuff like that, it was more discretion on your viewpoint. I guess how you felt about a particular matter. Yeah, if they said this is, quote, pro-Trump, I don't want it because it offends me, this, that. And I say I ban the whole thing. And it goes over here, and they are like, oh, you know what? I don't like it too. You know what? Mo's right. Let's go. Let's carry on. What's next?" Is that individual describing a practice that occurs at Twitter?
No, sir. We use algorithms as a way to, if we see an account that is being abusive, that also will be downranked. If they are engaging in targeted abuse against minorities, if they're being, if they are consistently violating our terms of service, but they haven't crossed the line into being suspended, we'll make it less visible. But what we won't do is make your followers will always be able to see you, and we are not. We ensure that if you go on Twitter at any moment, you can see arguments on all sides of the issue.
I want to make sure I'm understanding you right. You're saying for some people who are posting, you will restrict viewership only to those who are actively following them?
If we believe that they're engaged in malicious automation, if we believe that they're violating our terms of service when it comes to abuse.
So is it your position that the individuals that are subject to this form of censorship are extremist or fringe? Is that what you're telling us?
It depends on the user. I can tell you that this is not something that we hide from the public. This is out in the open. The fact that we will reduce the visibility of tweets that are abusive or that are engaged in malicious automation.
Well, let me ask, what about Congresswoman Marsha Blackburn? Is she someone you would consider somehow abusive or fringe or otherwise?
No, sir.
Well, then why did Twitter restrict and censor her announcement video announcing as a candidate for United States Senate?
I want to be very clear about that, sir, and thank you for the question, is that we never removed her tweet. And What she did do is advertise on our platform. We do, like many platforms, have a higher standard when it comes to our advertising because we are putting in front of people things they didn't ask to see. Her video was reported to us. There was a decision that was made that was later reversed because of some of the language that was used in her account. It was a mistake, and we acknowledged it.
So her announcement was censored because it was pro-life content. Has Twitter ever censored anyone for pro-choice content?
She was never censored.
So you're saying nothing happened to her tweet?
Her tweet got a lot of attention on the organic side. We action our accounts, we take our terms of service very seriously. Sometimes we make the wrong decision. We have actioned on all sides of issues, and we strive to be better every day.
And let me ask a final question because my time has expired, Ms. Downs. I'd like to know what is YouTube's policy with respect to Prager University and the allegations that the content Prager University is putting out are being restricted and censored by YouTube?
As I mentioned, we enforce our policies in a politically neutral way. In terms of the specifics of Prager University, it's a subject of ongoing litigation, so I'm not free to comment on the specifics of that case.
Well, I will say the pattern of political censorship that we are seeing across the technology companies is highly concerning. And the opening question I asked you of whether you're a neutral public forum, if you are a neutral public forum, that does not allow for political editorializing and censorship. And if you're not a neutral public forum, the entire predicate for liability immunity under the CDA is claiming to be a neutral public forum. So you can't have it both ways. Thank you.